Well, we have a lovely sunny morning today. I'm going to go for a little walk. Going for a walk into the village, actually it's a town of Atherstone. Very cold. What we'll do is we'll go for a little walk down the canal first, and then go on in to the town itself. So I'm moored up opposite the old, I think it's a hat factory, shoe factory, one of the two. I always get it wrong. Just here, and the bridge just in front of us. If we walk up along the side of the bridge here, it takes us straight into town. So here we have it, Bridge 41. This is our way into town from the canal, from the top of the locks. Halfway down the locks there's another way into town. I might show you that later, depends on the time. Well, I didn't realise quite how windy it is this morning, so I'm trying to stand in places out of the wind. Well, this is the top lock here, Atherstone locks. The rubbish and water point is over there. I'm moored just down through the bridge there. You can see my boat in the distance. And here we have the top lock at Atherstone. Well, the boat has just gone out of this lock, quite obviously. They've gone into the next lock down. They've left the lock gates open. Let's see if they're going to walk back up or there's another boat coming. If not, I will close them for them. I can see it's a single-handed boater, so I've yelled down, don't worry, I will close the lock gates for you. So here goes. So lock gates closed for them. Let's carry on with the walk. It's one thing about being a boater, you always try and help other boaters out. It's just what you do. Well, I've decided I'm going to show you the other way into town. I'm going to actually walk into town that way. That means walking down 5 locks to do so. The exercise is good for me. Well, I've just done the second lock for that boat as well. Let's carry our walk on down the 5 locks. There's a boat coming up as well. So I was going to help that guy down another couple of locks, shut the gates for him, but as there's a boat coming up, they can pass and leave the gates for each other. So that's going to be a little bit of handy help for him. So halfway down here now, well, actually just over halfway because we've passed 3 locks. And we're going to come off just down here and walk up the other way into town. Although it is a little muddy down the towpath here today, it's a lovely little walk down these locks, especially the first 5. Very nice to do. Quite enjoying it. Nice to get off the boat and have a nice little stroll. We'll help this boater as well. We'll go and close the bottom gates for him. Well, that's another deed for the day, just help this boater up into this lock. Continue my walk. He has left the next lock gates. He was going to walk back to close it. Well, I told him the other boat is coming down, so there's no need to do that. If there is another boat coming up, I said I'll close it for them. Well, here we are. This is lock 5. There is a water point here as well, which I always forget about. So the lock gates are open. This, I think, is some sort of home. I don't know if it's for the elderly or what, but yeah, some sort of home there. So this is where we're going to go back into town. This from Bridge 43. So here we go. This is our way into town. If we moor up between blocks 5 and 6, which is a long pound and it's got great mooring in it. We'll just come up footpath. If you need the station, the station's just over here. That's the railway station, of course. And we're going to walk down underneath the bridge. You don't get too much traffic down this road because, of course, being such a low bridge. We're going to the town centre. We've just come back up now from going under that low bridge. This apparently is Old Watling Street. Well, Watling Street runs all the way from London to Anglesey, I believe. We'll have a look at Atherstone Station. And that very short walk from the canal has already brought us to the outskirts of town. The first place we come to is the co-op. A very large co-op it is too. And this is the White Hart Community Groups here. That has to be in a pub at one day's time, surely. Just look at the glass on its windows, how ornate they are. That definitely screams out old pub to me. So we've just walked around the corner now and we're walking up Station Street. And here we have Aldi. All us boaters love Aldi and Lidl. We like to save money. Well, I've just done my shopping in Aldi. And now I'm going to carry on walking up through the town centre. So we're standing in the corner here out of the way. It's rather windy. I'm trying not to get too much wind noise on the camera. Anyway, this is the street we're going to wander up. And the first place we see over there is an Indian restaurant. I don't know anything about it, but you probably all know I love Indian food, so I won't be trying it out, unfortunately. I don't have the money for eating out. I cook all my own food. I have the library here. This is the Wheatsheaf pub here on the right hand side, and the clock here on the left hand side. I think the clock's more of a sports bar and the Wheatsheaf was more of a oldie-woldy sort of pub. But haven't been in either, so I cannot confirm that. I'm going to voice over all of this because it was very, very windy. So I'm just going to point out certain points of interest as we go along. European markets over here. I thought we were part of Europe, but there you go. As I walk up the street, as I walk around, I do see there's quite a lot of charity shops, so come and support them. Here is another one on the left hand side, and another one. The factory outlet shop here has some reasonable bargains in it, but as for the 70% off they quote, I'll leave you make up your own mind on that. It's a nice looking little coffee shop back there. We have the New Swan pub on the right here. Some work going on here and some demolition around the back I saw. This one's got a garden. This is the laundrette, where I shall be coming later and doing some laundry. there's a lot of work going on here. Sheepy Road, eh? I know a lot of my subscribers like to see these old English churches, so here's another one. The entrance to the church here is all covered with a net of poppies. I'm guessing that's from Remembrance Sunday a couple of weeks ago. Very unusual clock tower here. It is octagonal, I believe. I believe it has 8 sides. Yes, very unusual. Very nice. Well, here's something we don't all have. There's a road running through the middle of our house. When I see little doorways in the wall like this, I'm always intrigued. I have to have a look, see what's there, at least see the back of the church. Sometimes walking around the back of these old churches is more interesting than the front, isn't it? The old doorway there blocked up. I'm guessing that entrance back there was the crypt. This old doorway here. There was another one there at one time. Another one there. That's interesting, isn't it? It's a restaurant with rooms. Well, as I walk back towards the town centre, or the main high street of the town, I think I'm going to leave this here for now and come back this evening when the lights are on. So I think I'm going to come back and show you some more later on when the lights are on around the square here and down the streets. Yes, I'm back downtown at the laundrette. All the washing's done now in the dryer. The joys of boating, eh? So as promised, I'm back down the town at night time. Let's take a look at the lights. As we come back up to the canal bridge, we'll take the footpath, down the side, and back to the canal. Sun's starting to set in the distance. And we're back to Bridge 41, and now back to the boat.